MX2, race 1, and it was Rui Gonçalves who got that whole shot, but he got Marvin Musquin, Valentin Tellier and Ken Roxon with him. Rui Gonçalves was leading, and then he was being caught and closed in fast by the 3 riders behind him. Suddenly Marvin Musquin was on the move and went from 4th to 3rd to 2nd in the space of about 3 corners. Then Ken Roxon moved into 2nd position with this pass on Rui Gonçalves. But out front, making it look so easy, was number 25, Marvin Musquin. If he stayed there, he would be world champion. Gonçalves, meanwhile, was having problems with his front end. He dropped to 5th. The championship would be over for him. Valentin Tellier was still there in 4th position, and he was challenging with Ken Roxon. Roxon would eventually finish in 2nd, Tellier 3rd, with Frossard 4th. But out of the final corner, it was Marvin Musquin who took the checkered flag, and with it, the 2009 FIM MX2 World Motocross Championship. Roxon was 2nd in the race. MX1, race 1, and it was Max Nagel defending his 2nd place in the championship who grabbed the whole shot. Marc Derouva was in there, so too Clement de Sal and Steve Ramon. Nagel was away leading with Ramon 2nd, de Dijker 3rd, Clement de Sal on 4th position, but then he moved Ken de Dijker inside to claim 3rd. David Philipparts, number 19, and Josh Coppins were in a battle with Tony Cairoli. That was for 4th, 5th and 6th position. Clement de Sal was on the move though, and eventually moved into the lead. Nagel was then in 2nd position on the Red Bull KTM. 3rd was Ken de Dijker on the Tekka Suzuki, but he was being closed down hard and fast. Tony Cairoli made this mistake and crashed into 7th place. David Philipparts, meanwhile, he was on the charge with his teammate Josh Coppins, and they were up inside the top 5. Jorge Balbi, the Brazilian, who was having a good ride, he was in 10th place, as David Philipparts made moves on Ken de Dijker for 3rd, but it was a win for Clement de Sal on the LS Motors Honda. MX2, race 2, and once again Rui Gonçalves found that all-important drive to get him to turn 1 in 1st place. Cedric Souberat and Loic Lariot weren't so lucky. Marvin Musquin was challenging with Rui Gonçalves for the lead. Frossard was moving up the order as well. Musquin went through on Gonçalves, and he was soon moved aside by Frossard. And again, the Portuguese rider found himself going backwards as Roxon then found a way through. Suddenly, it was a battle for the lead. 3 riders involved in that. Marvin Musquin tried to go through here on Ken Roxon. All Stephen Frossard could do was sit back and watch. Davide Guarneri moved then Rui Gonçalves aside and dropped him to 5th. As the Italian claimed 4th spot on the Monster Energy Yamaha. This was the moment that sealed the deal though. Clement de Sal, Marvin Musquin, and Ken Roxon. That was 1st and 2nd. MX2, race 2. And it was Steve Ramon who got a flyer. Behind him was his teammate Ken de Dijker. Both the Tekka rider Suzuki's having a good ride here. Max Nagel was 3rd until Clement de Sal steamrolled his way through there into 3rd position. Then de Sal moved aside Ken de Dijker and was now into 2nd position. Josh Coppins was hanging around there in 3rd place, trying to mount a challenge in the closing stages of the race. Having a good ride was the New Zealander Coppins, that man there. But Clement de Sal in the closing stages had to fight off the challenge from the tough New Zealander. But it was a win for Ramon, who took his 1st win of the season. And on the podium, Marvin Musquin and Tony Cairoli, world champions 2009.